everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ashley. I am a stay-at-home single mom of 2, soon to be 3. I do what's for dinners, I do grocery hauls, I do vlogs, I do all sorts of things. So if you are new, I would really love it if you would stick around and hit the subscribe button and join the chaos, I guess. Gotta be honest. So today's video, I am participating in a collab that is hosted by my friend Desiree over at Mama Friendly. Her channel will be linked in the description box below, as well as the playlist for the collab. This is a Crocktober collab, so everybody was supposed to pick like a Crockpot recipe to showcase, but of course, like, I'm an overachiever, so I picked 3. They're not hard at all. They're very, very simple. That's why I did 3, because when I originally came up with the idea to do the dump cakes, that's what I'm doing for this video, I was like, it's kind of like basic to just show one because they're so easy. So I was like, let me at least do like a couple. So I did 3. These are like my favorite ones for fall, of course. If you know dump cakes, you can do like any combination of fruit and cake mix. And it usually turns out great regardless of what combination. But there's just certain ones that I do specifically around fall time that's just like my standard. So I thought I would share those with you guys for anybody who's never had a dump cake. It's basically like you just take a can of like fruit filling, like fruit pie filling, and cake mix and butter and dump it. You'll let it sit and it just kind of cooks up and makes like a really good dessert. So yeah, they're really not complicated. Anybody can do these, but let me tell you, they are really great. They are really great. So these are all fall themed. I hope you guys enjoy them. So yeah, let's get into this video. Okay guys, so the first recipe up on this video is going to be my favorite fall dump cake. So basically for this, you're just going to need a whole box of spice cake mix, a whole stick of butter, and 2 cans of this apple pie filling. I, however, am going to half the recipe because I have my glucose test coming up in a couple of weeks, and I'm trying to keep my sugar down between now and then. So being as though this is my favorite cake, I know, like, if I make the whole thing, like, we're gonna eat the whole thing. And that's just, it is what it is. It gives off such a beautiful fall vibe, and I don't know. Can't say how much I love this cake. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my 1 can of apple pie filling, and I'm going to spread that on the bottom of my crock pot. And then I'm going to mix half a stick of butter with half this box of cake mix. I'm going to melt the butter, and I'm going to get it to like a crumbly mixture, kind of like a streusel topping, and pour that over this. And then I'm going to let it sit on low for 4 hours, or you could do high for like 2. Okay, y'all, so now I have my can open, I have my cake mix poured into a bowl, and I have my butter melted. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this poured into my crock pot. I might have to put the phone down because it's a little bit stuck. Yeah, I'll put the phone down and I'll get everything out, and then I'm just gonna spread it around in there. Okay, so all my apples are in the crock pot and they are spread around. So I'm just gonna take my melted butter, pour it into the cake mix. Let's see if I need it. Like the little drippings, and I'm just gonna stir that around until that cake batter comes to like a crumbly type coating. So you see it's getting to about the consistency that you want it. This right here, like over here, is what you really want on top of there. there looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to go ahead and take this. Try to get the fork out of here. This is one-handed, y'all. This is talent. Okay, so I'm going to get a good grip on this one. Sprinkle this like all over the apples. Yeah. All right, gotta get my fork for that. So give me 1 sec. Okay. So this is what it's going to look like in the crock pot. Honestly, looks super unappetizing, but believe me, this is like the best thing you'll ever taste. So I'm just gonna put my lid on and I'm going to turn it to low, like I said, for 4 hours. You could also do high if you're pressed for time or whatever. High for like 2 hours, I believe it is. And I'm just gonna let this sit, and that's pretty much it. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's called a dump cake for a reason, because you kind of just dump everything in there. But believe me, the outcome is amazing. It tastes like you spent hours on it. So we're gonna let this sit and I'll show you all the finished product. Alright, y'all, so this is the finished product. I just kind of topped mine with a little bit of whipped cream and a sprinkle of cinnamon. You can also serve this with some vanilla ice cream. That is really, really awesome. And let me give y'all a little secret trick with this that I don't tell very many people. When you're in the mood and when you have those little soft caramel candies, putting them between the layer of apple and cake mix makes like a caramel apple sort of cake. That's a little hack that I also know about, but I didn't do it this time because, like I said, I'm trying to keep my sugar down. So this is the apple spice dump cake. Alright, y'all, so this is the second dump cake that I'm making for this video. This is like a Black Forest inspired dump cake. Again, I'm having the recipe because my glucose test is this week, but normally you would use 2 cans of the cherry pie filling, the whole box of chocolate cake mix, and the whole stick of butter. So I'm just gonna have everything. It's going essentially exactly the same way as the apple spice cake, so I'll just assemble it and show you guys how it went. Okay, so I have my 1 can of cherry pie filling spread out in the bottom. I have my cake mix here in a bowl, and I have my half a stick of butter melted. Just gonna pour that in there, and I'm going to mix that until I have the perfect consistency, just like the last cake. It'll be just like this. Okay, and I'm just going to pour this over top of my cherry filling. Just give me 1 second because I can't do this with one hand. Okay, so that's put in there. I'm just going to spread it out. Geez, I hope I didn't put too much butter or too little cake mix. I'm kind of in a rush today, but that's how it's going to be. And I'm just gonna cover it and put it on low for 4 hours. Okay, y'all, so this is how it turns out. Again, I just topped it with a little bit of whipped cream. This is really delicious with just a little bit of vanilla ice cream and maybe some chocolate shavings or some chocolate syrup on top. I mean, you can get as creative as you want with this, but essentially this is it. I just don't add any more sugar again because I'm trying to watch my sugar right now, but yeah, this is the Black Forest dump cake. Alright, y'all, so we are down to our final cake. This one, I can honestly say this is like literally the most fall cake you could possibly get. I usually make this around November when the cranberry sauce goes like on sale. But I think they're actually going to be putting some cranberry sauce on sale for October because I've seen pumpkin and all that other fun stuff go on sale already. So we're just assembling this the same way we've done the others. I'm going to put the apple pie filling first. Then I'm going to spread the cranberry sauce on top of the apple pie. I'm going to mix this with a whole stick of melted butter and put that on the top. So I will go ahead and get this assembled and show you guys how it looks. Okay, so here is my layer of apple. Now I'm going to add my layer of cranberry. Here is my layer of cranberry on top of the apples. Now I'm just going to mix my whole box of cake mix with the whole stick of melted butter. Thank you. Thank you, sir. So, yes, I am doing the full box this time. I know the other two I have them. But for this one, being as though I had to use both cans, I have to use the full box of cake mix because it's two different fruit flavors. The other ones you can get away with having. This one, I mean, honestly, it's not really easy to have this unless you're going to freeze leftover apple pie filling and leftover cranberry sauce. I mean, that's always an option. But it's just easier to make the whole cake in this. So that's why I saved this one for last. So I'm going to go ahead and get this mixed together and pour that on top. Okay, so I've got my cake mix and my butter mixed together. I'm just going to pour it over the top. Alright, so that's poured in there and spread out about as good as I could have got it. And I'm going to put the lid on, put it on low for 4 hours, or again, high for 2. And this is how it looks in the end. Again, like the other two, probably not the prettiest looking thing. I topped this with a little bit of vanilla ice cream and some whipped cream, but it tastes so much better than it looks, honestly. So I hope y'all try these. Alright, y'all, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Like I said in the beginning, don't forget that this is a collab, so check out the playlist below. And a huge thank you to Desiree for hosting this collab. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everybody.